guys, welcome to the 141st episode of our song review series. My name's Alton from AD1221. This is the third song in a row where a Vtuber sings the song. This time we're reviewing a song called, I'm sorry if my Japanese is not that good, but it's called Zenryoku Joshi Kakumei, which is the first opening of the first season of Himitsu No Aipri, as we are still counting down to the series finale on Saturday. So, where do we go from here to that? But before we get that far, we have to recap Dokidoki Kirameki Buzzlume. Dokidoki Kirameki Buzzlume, which we'll have to do this entire second half of that set song before we cross over into Zenryoku Joshi Kakumei. So, enough chitterboxing here. Let's recap the previous song and off we go to the next song here. So we'll be recapping the second half of that song I mentioned earlier, and then so you get what I'm saying. So off we go. 'And so, this is how it got to this point so far. As that first song, we talked about that someone went with a very fast and slow pitched voice of their singing. And some in the high pitched range, some in the low pitched range. And you can tell, in the chorus, it's fast paced. Some parts of the song were slow, some were fast. So, to see that full song, we'll go back to the previous episode. Now, let us move on to today's song up for grabs. Zenryoku Joshi Kakumei. So that's not wasting any time. Let's get the song underway, shall we? And it starts off with a bit of a piano, and then it goes into a crescendo here. So we get to see a different direction of Pmarusama singing with this type of song here. So now, as we hit the first verse and chorus, what will we expect in the song? Well, we're about to find out here. Let's check into the first verse and chorus immediately. ことをしよう張り切っちゃってさあ準備だおはよう少し眠たそうな私可愛いわ今日もまたって全力が一番周りの視線だとか噂話だとか気にしない私は私が好きだからいいんだもん Well, it looks like Pmarusama sings in the mid-pitched range here in this song here, in the middle part of her voice. Unlike previously, in Ring, we got to see some of her high pitched in the air, and a bit more of her mid range of the song. Well, and then we saw Pmarusama go from low to high pitched in Dokidoki Kirameki Buzzlume. And now here in this song, it's now we're back into the mid range here, so you can tell that it feels more like a contemporary song, if you ask me. So how exactly will this song go from here? Let's check into the second verse and chorus immediately. Okay, so looks like we've seen a little slow pitch during the singing of the second chorus, and then it goes back to fast mode here. So what goes is in the second chorus, mid, slow, fast. Here it looks like it's one of the common techniques Pmarusama uses, and she certainly did such an excellent job with that. So, and now how will the song end? Let's listen in and find out. Oh my gosh, that was such a beautiful song. Wow. So once again, in the final chorus here, we go into the slow mode here. So we go slow fast here. I'm sorry, slow mid to be precisely. We'll go back to a bit of a piano here on the slow, before we pick back up to the mid speed here at the final chorus here. But truly, Pmarusama honestly did such an excellent job singing the song. If you guys are ever into Himitsu No Aipri, you gotta check the song out. But I do think we need to hear the entire second half of the song again before we just shut our final thoughts. So let's go ahead and do that. Then I'll come back to give you guys the final thoughts. Wow. You can tell Pmarusama did such an excellent job singing this song. This is like the third song in a row where she sings in Himitsu No Aipri series, in the theme song. But honestly, each song tells a different side of Pmarusama. This is the third song that we actually have to hear more of that here. And truly, I have tremendous respect for Pmarusama. Really, I think as a Vtuber, she's doing such an excellent job singing the song. Honestly, I have tremendous respect for her. And you'll see exactly what I mean here. And looking at the lyrics, it's all about having fun. About reaching people's feelings. Well, Pmarusama certainly reached my feelings there. Like, she truly did such an excellent job with that. Like, honestly. She did such an excellent job with this song here. And I can't thank her enough for that. That being said, we also dealt with the tempo of the song going slow, fast, and medium of the song. Well, of course, the song in a bit of a medium range here, precisely. So now, that being said, I'm ready to roll on this matter. The song was a perfect 100 out of 10. I'd like to say thank you so much to Pmarusama for this beautiful song. Truly. You did such an excellent job singing the song, honestly. So truly, thank you so much for that. Once again, the final verdict for this song is a perfect 100 out of 10. I'd like to say thank you so much to Pmarusama for this beautiful song. Truly, you did such an excellent job singing the song, honestly. So truly, thank you so much for that. And thank you so much to all of you guys for stopping by this video. If you feel like watching, stop here, make sure to subscribe, sing, and as well, don't get there. Thank you for watching. Do come back again next time. Pmarusama will be back once again. She'll be back to sing the second opening of the first season of Himitsu No Aipri. It is called Ichokokusen the Sakusen. Again, sorry about my Japanese, but that's what the song name is for the next episode. Be on the lookout for that. We'll see what direction will Pmarusama go for this type of song. But for now, we'll leave it with the second half of the song. Again, excuse my Japanese. Zenryoku Joshi Kakumei. To close out this video. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time on another episode of Song Reviews. Take care. Have a nice day now.